Muscle is king in dating. If there is one area that you can focus on that will lead to the most results and having you get more success with girls, it is going to be building an aesthetic, attractive physique. This is something I experienced in my own life growing up as a skinny kid. I had twig arms. I was 120 pounds in my senior year of high school before I started to put on some muscle towards the end of the year. I was really, really insecure about the fact that I was skinny, and I'm also short. So I'm like 5'7", 5'8". And that coupled made me really insecure about myself. And one of the best things I ever did was put on as much natural muscle as my body could hold and stay lean. These two things coupled have changed the game for me. I went from being invisible to women to someone who they admire, they touch my abs, they grab my shoulders and my chest. This is something that you can only experience when you are muscular and aesthetic. It's the same thing as a girl having nice ass and a nice titties versus a girl who's a pencil, right? So you got no titties and no ass. Like, that girl with no titties and no ass will not experience the same level of attention and attraction that the girl with titties and an ass have, as long as they both have attractive faces, of course. So you don't want to be one of those guys who's kind of like the pencil equivalent of a girl, because I see them all the time in the club. There is these dudes who you can just tell they're doing some sort of like tech geek sort of work. They're just that type of guy. They just give off that vibe. They have pencil arms. There's no muscle on their arms. Their arms are twigs. They have skinny necks. They have no chin. I don't know what happened to their chin, but they just don't have one. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. And then they got very hunchback posture, and their frame is very narrow. So it's very much like a pencil, but on the masculine side. Like, instead of a whore, like if you're looking at a girl like on this angle, she's a pencil. Like, you don't want to be a pencil as a guy when you look like head on, like from the front. You want to have big, broad, shoulders, a wide back. You don't want your shoulders to be just the same narrow length as your waist. That's a bad look to have as a guy. And I see these dudes, and they have their button-up collar shirts. They're buttoned all the way to the fucking neck. They just look like geeks. And no matter how much money these guys made, no girl is going to like them. And if they do like them, they're just going to be getting played by them for their money. So you don't want to be that guy. That guy is not going to have the level of success as a guy who is in shape, who takes good care of himself. He develops a good style on top of that nice physique. You don't even need expensive clothes. If you have a good physique, your physique speaks more than your clothes will. So you can get average clothes if they fit you really well and you get them, you pick out the right sizes and they look good on you, you're going to be more attractive than anyone else. That's the beauty of having a good physique. That's kind of the foundation to looking good as a man, is having a good physique. It makes your style naturally just look better, because two people can wear the same piece of clothing. The guy with the great physique is always going to look better than the skinnier fat guy. It's just how it works. So that is why muscle is king in dating. And now, if you want to build the most aesthetic body possible, I created a full guide for you, giving you everything you need to succeed, all the workout programs, the exercises, reps, sets, what you're actually aiming for to build the most aesthetic physique possible, the muscles to prioritize. Everything is outlined for you. It is completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. And now let's go into one of the first reasons why muscle is king in dating, besides what we just talked about. So the number one thing is that it's going to make you more respectable. If that wasn't already portrayed, let's just dive into it a little bit. One, men are going to respect you more, and two, women are going to respect you more. They're both equally important, because if men don't respect you, women aren't going to respect you. So my ability to make friends or go up and talk to a new girl is 10 times easier because I'm in good shape. They instantly can just see that I'm a man who takes care of myself. I have high levels of self-worth and self-respect, and it's instantly just portrayed through my physique, through my style, the way that my clothes fit me. Everything is communicated. What you gotta understand is that a lot of communication is nonverbal. Very little is actually what you say. Someone who says the exact same things that I say, where they're, let's say, 50, 60 pounds overweight with bad style and their clothes don't fit them well, where I say it being someone who's in good shape with good style, my clothes fit me well, it's communicated completely different. I can go up and just ask a girl her name and have a ton of success because I am me and I've worked to become me. And a lot of that has come through my body, leveling up my life in many different aspects. Whereas that guy, it's not communicated the same way. The way that I communicate it is more attractive just because of who I am as an individual. Think of it this way. Margot Robbie, my favorite female actress, the one I find the most attractive at least, could come up to me and pretty much say anything. If she used some cheesy pickup line, I'd go along with it. I don't care. I don't use cheesy pickup lines myself, but if a girl is just that attractive, and if you're a fun person especially, you don't really care. You're just like, oh, okay, let's just have some fun and go along with whatever joke she's trying to, do or whatever line it is or whatever. Like you just go out, especially when you're out having fun. You don't really care. Like a lot of people take things way too serious. I'm a really loose, easygoing, fun guy. So, it's not that deep. So like if Margot Robbie came to me and tried to, drop some pickup line on me and it was a little cheesy, I would probably just laugh and go along with it and I wouldn't really care because she's Margot Robbie. But if a fat girl tried to do the same thing, I wouldn't give her the time of day, if I'm being honest. I don't find fat girls attractive. I don't want to talk to them. What am I wasting my time for? I only got so much time here to talk to the baddest girls. I don't got time for this shit. Network with the coolest guys. I don't got time for this. I'm not talking to you. So that's the truth. It's harsh. It's cutthroat. That's life. The more attractive you are, the more success you're going to have. And being respected is one of the first biggest things that you're going to notice when you have a really attractive body from both men and women, and the woman's side is going to allow them to take you serious and actually allow you to get your foot in the door and work your charm and charisma and win them over and then go on to date them or sleep with them or whatever it is that you want. And the next thing is what it does to your nonverbal communication and your posture. When you build an attractive body, especially if you build it the right way and you prioritize muscles like your rotator cuff, your traps, your lower traps specifically, your rear delts, and you build a body that's very attractive and it sets it all up the right way, you naturally just have better posture. You're going to look more masculine. It actually is proven that it tightens up your jawline when you train. So your jawline's naturally going to get better. You're going to lose more fat under your chin. You're going to just stand taller. Your shoulders are going to naturally come back, your chest out. You just look better. And the thing is, this does a lot for your nonverbal communication as well. So the way I walk into a room commands respect. And these are things that I've learned, but also naturally my body just does because of the way that I've trained. So coupling those two together is very, very powerful. Now, your posture is super important. A lot of these things set the stage for how people can treat you before you ever say a single word. Like I was kind of mentioning before with that geek type of guy who has the twig arms, the no neck and no chin, hunchback posture. He kind of just looks like a weak man. And he looks like someone you could push around, and if I smacked him in the face, he wouldn't do nothing about it. And girls can kind of just sense that, and they just don't even think that he's worth their time. Whereas, even me as a shorter guy, I'm 5'7", 5'8". But when I walk into a room confident, when my shoulders are back, my chest is out, I stare someone dead in the eyes and I don't break eye contact, they're like, this dude's on to something. Well, even if he's not the tallest, he's got a lot of other shit going for him. He's a fucking handsome guy. He's got his style on point, good body. He carries himself well. He commands respect. He talks to me like very confidently. These are sorts of things that carry a lot of weight. So there's nothing holding you back from doing the exact same thing. Everyone might have some slight limitation, right? Like a lot of guys say that my face is more attractive, but they don't know the fact, like a lot of guys don't know that I'm 5'7", 5'8". So I'm on the shorter side. And I still have all this success. I've been with more girls than I could ever imagine, and genuine 11 out of 10s in the mix as well. Like some gorgeous, gorgeous girls that my younger self couldn't have even fathomed, all because of these things that I'm teaching you. And one of the most powerful things that sets you up for success, it sets the stage for success, is building that aesthetic body. It's kind of just doing all the heavy lifting for you. And if you can watch a couple of my other videos and not be an idiot and develop some emotional intelligence and get on to self-improvement and do these other things as well, you're gonna have all the success that you want. It's true. So everyone has their one or two limitations, but if you put in work as a man, there's no reason you can't have a great dating life. So that's the last thing I want to leave you on. Once again, I built the Aesthetic Body Transformation Guide for every single one of you so you can build the most aesthetic, attractive body possible and get those girls that you deserve. That's completely for free. It's the first link in the description below.